The belief in Muhammad, is that something that is similar to Christianity or Judaism? Well, for Christians who believe in Abraham, as Jews believe in Abraham, as being the first or the progenitor of this monotheistic belief, the belief in one God, then the answer would be yes, because this is what Muhammad taught. In fact, many people don't know this, but Muhammad, peace be upon him, he is a direct descendant from Abraham. Yes, by the way of his son Ishmael. So Ishmael is well known to be the father of many of the Arabs today, and it is from him, through Abraham, Ishmael, that we find others who come all the way down to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. What about the other prophets that came by way of Isaac, from the other branch of Abraham? Well, we know Moses, don't we? And David and Solomon, and of course Jesus. And we say, peace be upon them all. What was it that Abraham, Moses, David, Solomon, and Jesus had in common with Muhammad? Peace be upon all of them. Do you know what it was? It was the message that they brought to their people. Abraham taught the people to worship God directly and not be involved in false worship or pagan worship. Moses, my gosh, that's very clear, isn't it? When we look to the 10 Commandments, we find immediately the very first commandment is that you shall not have any other worship except for the one God. Thou shalt not have any other gods beside me, is the way God ordered Moses to write it down, isn't it? And David, with his Psalms, and Solomon, of course they were on the exact same thinking. Their beliefs were not just similar, they were identical. And then Jesus, peace be upon him. Many people will tell you that Jesus says this or he said that, but when we look to the Bible, you know what we find? We find that it wasn't Jesus who had these different opinions and ideas, it was actually Paul. What about this book called the Quran? What is that all about? In the very beginning of the Quran itself, it demands that the believers who believe in the Quran must also believe in the previous revelation, to believe in what is sent to Muhammad, peace be upon him, and what was sent before. And then the Quran goes on to tell us about the Torah, the Zabur, and the Injil. Torah is the law or the Old Testament. The Zabur, this is the Psalms. You know about the Psalms. And the Injil, this means the Gospel, the New Testament. So whoever would not believe that God was the originator of those, that God is the one who sent those down, if they wouldn't believe that, then their belief in the Quran by itself is not enough, because the Quran says that, to believe in what was sent down before. And what does Quran exactly mean in simple English? Well, it doesn't mean book. The word Bible literally means book, biblios, from Greek. But the word Quran is Arabic, and it means recitation, that which is being recited. And that is how the Quran comes to us today. Because did you know that the Prophet Muhammad, he used to recite it just as he heard it. He heard it from the angel Gabriel, the way that it was to be recited to him, and that he was to pass it on.